My name is Dmitry, and I'm a technical writer. So essentially, I decided to create this video simply because most of the people have no idea who we are, or that we exist, or what is it that we do on a daily basis. So this will be a video that will kinda explain what it is to be a technical writer. What are the skill sets, and what is the mindset that you need to have in order to be a technical writer. So let's just do it. I'll show you as an example on the dev portal that I manage. Um, so let's rock and roll. So first and foremost, you need to be good at least partially good at development. So the more programming languages you know, the better it is. You don't need to code, but when you create code samples, it's quite important for you to know a few languages, or at least one. Um, and that allowed me to create this really cool, beautiful landing page, which was really appreciated by our team and outside of our team as well. So that was really cool. So uh, then you need to know how to work with different APIs. Like for this one, we use Swagger, so you need to know how to update them, how to test them out, that they work, and produce the correct descriptions for those. Then you need to know how to write specific code samples. For example, I decided to make sure that it works, that all of our code samples work. I took the code samples that we have in our main JavaScript library and I took them out and put them in the separate project that will be actually something very similar to how external clients will integrate with us, which is the key point. So I divided them into separate folders, and each folder has their own script and their own README that shows actually what is happening, the prerequisites and steps required to implement this specific tutorial, and has example outputs and everything. So this is how it looks. You just click on this and just basically shows you the logs. So those are only a few things, right? So then there are like different tutorials that you might need to create. There are like a bunch of tutorials I create on a weekly and monthly basis. So you need, so we currently have on the JavaScript library, but more mature and established products, they have a lot of different languages that they support. So you might have like a few of those tabs here, and you need to explain how to integrate and to show all of these details so that developer can actually read it, can just copy paste it and just run them itself. So yeah, and also I embedded this with this project that I just showed you with this one. So this corresponds to this, which is really neat. So you can actually run it everywhere. Yeah. Then there are things with bigger projects like Community Points Engine. That was a very cool thing we've done for Reddit. We're still waiting for a result, but it was really a huge work put into this doc. We have a lot of stuff: application flow, smart contracts designs, atomic swaps that totally blew my mind. Then a lot of other things: integration tests, costs estimates, etc., etc., etc. There are also quick starts or user guides that actually show people how to do certain things. For this example, have a web wallet. So I also had to learn how to use Figma, which is like a designer tool, but it's really cool to use it when you have some type of guides. So there are like a few external services that you need to learn by your own. Also, there are things that you one of the other skills is DevOps skills, right? So you need to understand how to work with remote servers, with VPS, sometimes domain providers, hosting servers, it depends. So I had an experience before. I still manage a blockchain node for Hive community, which is super cool. For here, for instance, we have like uh, a few different ways how to install one of our services, the Watcher, and via Docker or with for bare meta release. it's a lot of things that you need to know. And also one of the other skills is you need to understand how to test different products by external clients. So this one I also went myself. I did everything myself. I tested out. I contacted developers, and because of this, this doc was born. So actually, there are so many things that I will not put in this video. I'll cut them in separate smaller videos. But this is just a small glimpse on what does it mean to be a technical writer. And on top of all of this, we use methodology called Docs as Code, which means we manage all of our documentation within a pull request, the same approach that our developers are using on GitHub. So this is really cool. And then like as soon as somebody reviews this and approves this, we can merge it into our main branch that has the documentation, which is called GitHub Pages, and then I have to run a script that will generate this static HTML pages. So this is like the workflow that we have for a dev portal, and then those static pages, they basically turn into this beautiful thing. So this is how I work, and this is one of the ways that a technical writer can be a help for your development team, because the core goal of your product is to make sure that the other people are using it. So if there is no guidance how to integrate with your product, then you have a major problem. So I hope this helps and you kind of understand what does it mean to be a technical writer. Have a nice weekend.